Hey everybody, hey YouTube. So Erin Monique here. Actually, this is her second video. She's camera shy. She's a midget. That's why she's down so far. This is Chimay Grand Reserve Ale. Here's the bottle right here. Okay. It's all corked and caged. It's a Trappist beer, and this comes from Chimay, Belgium. I think this was Monique's first microbrew, if I remember right. What'd you think of it?
I loved it.
So this is a style of a Belgian dark strong. Basically what that means is they're usually triple or quad gravity. And what that means is they're brewed with much more grain, much more malt, and usually candy sugar to increase the gravity even more, make it higher alcohol. Generally have dark fruit flavors to them. The website says almost nothing about it. It gives a serving temperature, says it's 9% alcohol. In the back, it gives just a little story about their history. Here's what's on the back. It's not really anything super noteworthy, but see that right there? It's a little story that I'm not going to bother reading. All the beers from Chimay are available all year round, nothing is seasonal. This particular bottle cost me almost $15. If I remember right, I think I read somewhere that this beer was originally brewed for Christmas in 1948 or something. None of the beers have the ingredients listed on the website. They don't give you any indication, any clue at all. My only guess would be that they use dark malts, which is very common. So it could have dark cherry, plum, fig, raisin, caramel, toffee, and then the Belgian yeast, which is going to give it significant flavor. This should be a full body beer. It's 9% alcohol. It says it right in the bottle. I have no idea what the IBUs are, but they're going to be low. The flavors I mentioned before, those dark fruit, that is by far the most common flavors for these beers. They're all going to have a little bit of a uniqueness to it. You know, some will be a little heavier, maybe a caramel or a, you know, let's say a dark plum or grape or something, raisin. I'm going to go ahead and take off the cage. So it says Chimay on it. I just think that's kind of neat. Oh, look at that. Whoops. It's a little bit amber and purple. I mean, well, dark amber, maybe brown.
It's slightly translucent. A bit.
I can't tell the translucence, but okay. Quarter inch ahead. There's no sediment floating I can see. Nothing, no particles. Nothing along the bottom, but it's so dark anyway. While we were looking this beer over, we decided to hold up a flashlight to it and see if we can notice anything floating in it or the different colors. I know the flashlight's really modifying it. We see some purple in there and brown, and there's probably at least 2 or 3 colors in there, is what we can tell.
Reds, browns, and purples.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Ooh, I almost think a little maybe champagne. I wasn't expecting that.
It's very fruity.
I get grape, well, I guess as a fruit. What fruits do you get?
They're richer fruits, like you said, plums and raisins. Probably raisins.
Oh, those are dark fruit. I'm thinking grape or apple or pear. I just had an orgasm.
Just like how I remember it.
She's talking about anal by that. That's her first anal experience. It actually tastes medium-bodied to me at this point.
Between heavy and medium. It is a sipper.
Oh, absolutely.
It is a treat.
I get light fruit notes out of it. Nothing's too heavy at this point.
Crisp and refreshing.
I was expecting dark fruit. I'm getting a little bit of fruit, but they're light colored. Apple, pear,
maybe.
plum. This is not hoppy at all.
20 tops on the IBUs, I would say. Maybe less than that.
It grabs a hold of my tongue and just kind of stays there and then just kind of evaporates. It doesn't fall the sides, fall off the back, nothing. There's no lingering aftertaste. No. I can tell. No. None at all. I definitely get spiciness.
Can't think of the spice, but it is present.
Monique's philosophizing over there.
It's not cinnamon or cloves.
I couldn't tell you what it's hard to say. I mean,
it's not that distinctive of a spice, but there is a spice involved though.
Belgian yeast strains are known for their They could be peppery or fruity or spicy. There's really no sweetness I can tell. It's those, for me, light, for her dark, fruity notes, spicy. I don't get any malts, no grain, biscuit bread, no roasted, no toasted, no coffee notes, nothing like that. Goes down pretty nice, but this is absolutely a sipper like we described. I'm still thinking, gain those light fruit characteristics. Definitely that spiciness, but it's pleasant. Spice is now dancing around my tongue a little bit more in the effervescence. It still tastes like a medium body beer. I don't think it's full body. So between the two of us, from the glass to the bottle, trying each one, it tastes the same. We did not notice any off flavors in the beer. There's no diacetyl, cidery, chemical flavors. It's not oxidized, not skunk. There's no fusel alcohols. There's nothing about it that seems out of place, and I would not expect that. The Trappist beers are known for their quality, their attention to detail, well done. It tastes solid and well-rounded. Would we buy this again? Yes, we would buy it again. Would we recommend this to other people? Absolutely. This is a great beer for celebrating, your graduation, your, birthday, a milestone. I was anticipating a lot of dark fruit flavors, like I mentioned, and I'm not getting those, but Monique does. So I can't say it's a bad thing, it's just unique. But this has a flavor all to itself, all the Chimays do. I like the uniqueness to it. It's not the best I've ever had, but I give it very high marks.
I like it because it still tastes the same as it was 20 years ago.
We were brewing earlier today. How hard it is to be consistent with beer, batch to batch, is very hard. So for this to be exactly the same every time, that says something. This is Chimay Grand Reserve, the blue bottle. I'll pull back just a little bit there. I'd like to hear from other people if you have any input about this beer, what your thoughts are, any general comments you'd like to give about it. So that's all for this review. We're going to finish up our Chimay and move on to something else.
Blue.
Cheers.